Hello everyone, welcome to Liberable. Welcome to a new video here on Liberable. Before you switch off because you saw the car, I urge you not to, because I'm about to make a case for the Smart Fortwo and why I climb in this car instead of cars that cost 10 million times the price. And also I climb into this car before I climb into any 7 million kilowatt car. And my explanation begins now. If you have a car you'd like me to review, please drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram, even TikTok, and I'll make sure I get in touch with you. Looking forward to review some cool wacky cars here in the Cape Town area. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, someone's gonna walk away with this flipping amazing C63s the end of August. So don't forget to buy your tickets quickly. Visit www.calco.co.uk, create an account, and make sure to buy your tickets, guys. It's gonna be an incredible moment. Okay, so a few people have messaged me and gone, yes, I can't add to basket and I can't seem to check out. Ladies and gentlemen, simply try a different internet connection or the Wi-Fi or even a different laptop or phone. That seemed to work for me. I have spoken to Calco about this. I know Vad and Jarvis also messaged Calco to say that some of the audience members can't seem to check out. That was the information we've received. So just try a Wi-Fi connection or a different device. Guys, there's like 21 or 20 days left from this point now to get your tickets. I'm honestly just so honored that myself, Vad, and Jarvis have the opportunity to make someone's dream come true at the end of this month. Yo guys, please support this cause. It's flipping amazing, and if this succeeds, the M4's next, the Sylvia's next, and there's actually another 2 cars that's lined up that's also just as insane. So please guys, support and let's do this. Let's make someone's dreams come true. Okay, so this is a smart car that I have been snagging from a family member. It's a family member's vehicle, and every opportunity I get, I want to be behind the wheel of this car. What is a Smart Fortwo? It's a micro compact car, so that means that it can fit into a parking bay almost. Let me just do the camera very clear. I can fit into a parking bay. Look at that. I'm literally standing. Look how far I can reach the car, and you can see the whole car on the camera. You can park this thing sideways into a parallel parking bay and it will fit. Yes, it is a little bit ratty, but that's the whole point of this car. It's just for family members, etc., to run around when their car breaks and stuff like that. But this car is incredible. Now, it's riding on narrows and wides. You're gonna laugh at me, but it's got 15-inch narrows and wides on. The front tires are only like 145s, and the rear tires are like 205s. I think it's like 175s or one. Oh, this has got 195 tires at the back, so that's way bigger than the front. This is a 4.2 Pulse, so that means it's got the rev count and the clock, which I'll talk about now. You've also got spotlights in front, and that's about it. The spotlight is broken, but again, it's supposed to be a ratty little car that they just run about. This plastic part here is loose, and I want to show you guys where the engine sits. So pop up the boot over here. You loosen the latch. Oh, there we go. And you lift the section up here, and there is your 1 liter 3-cylinder naturally aspirated engine. You'll probably see the little Mercedes-Benz badge there. That's because this car is built by Mercedes-Benz, but this is a Mitsubishi 3-cylinder engine mated to a robotic manual gearbox, which I'll explain on the drive. Behind the wheel of the Smart 242, things get interesting. Yes, your eyes are not fooling you. These are minus and plus flappy pedals to control the gears. In the center, you have a speedometer, and you have your trip computer, and your temperature warning light, and all your eco lights. So I can explain those things now. The center dashboard, you have your 2 pods, your rev counter, and then a clock, your air conditioning and climate control. Yep, climate control. A radio. This one says CD error because CD player doesn't work, but you've got an aux input on this side over here, so you're able to plug your music in and stuff like that. Below this button, below your double-din stereo, You have a lock, unlock, the immobilizer, and also your fog lights for the front. Further down from this, off eco, this is for your start-stop technology. This car starts on the alternator. It's a micro hybrid. That's what MHD stands for. Here's your gear lever, very simple. Left for drive, up for plus, one for minus, left again for neutral, that way for reverse. Super easy. And your key over here in the center. Normal physical handbrake over here. And you know what? Not that bad seats. Guys, you've even got a panoramic sunroof. Oh, it's a bit squeaky. And it's plastic, believe it or not. It's actually not metal. So yeah, for a little light here in the center. And door things over here to store like your wallet, whatever. Here's 2 spaces here on the sides. Here as well. And a glove box area, but no lid. I know you can order lid online and stuff. There isn't even cup holders in here. So we usually just drive with this plastic, with this paper box in the bottom. The teeny tiny wheelbase means that you feel every articulation in the road. And if you're doing 110 or 120 in this car, actually if you're doing normal road speeds, dawdling around, oh my word, I can't explain to all of y'all how much fun this car is. I can't get enough of this thing. My mom drives a Smart Fortwo to work and back every single day. She's a teacher, and because a 2-liter 1.5-liter engine is quite heavy on fuel for her, my father made the decision to sell our trusty Subaru. We had a Subaru Forester Outback a few years ago, and that Outback had almost 500,000 kilometers on the clock. I'm not gonna lie to you all, if you throw this thing's fuel tank full, it's got a 32 or 31 liter fuel tank, you'll go 500 kilometers. And if you easy, maybe 510, 500. I've gotten about 520 kilometers out of a Smart Fortwo. Especially like with driving Chewbacca and the heavy on fuel cars, I tend to jump in this car a lot and just go to where I need to go and whatnot. And it's safe to also park on the street and stuff because it's so narrow. I can't explain to all of you how much fun this is. It makes sense, right? How many of us go to school or to work, to school, to our office, and we only one person in the car, right? Imagine you had a Smart Fortwo and your very expensive heavy on fuel car. You're not putting mileage on during the week. You're only putting mileage on the weekends if you want to go out or something like that. And if you have to go to work and back, the Smart Fortwo is your weapon of choice. But for me, this snappy, easy way of bumbling this car around town makes it such a hoot to drive. Like, I feel like I'm on a racetrack at the moment, and I'm just pootling it here in town around. I'll put my foot up and down. Obviously, guys, we don't expect a magical performance here, but you know what? Here's actually performance. Here is actually performance here. So let these gentlemen walk across the road. And it sounds like a little Porsche GT3 when you like really get that. Oh my word. I'm probably being laughed at in the comments. Yes, why this? Why a Smart? Why are you stupid? Guys, trust me, you have to drive a Smart Fortwo before you die. Make it a life's mission that you experience this car, because I'm telling y'all now, it's something. It's really something. We'll climb a bit of a hill here. can't explain. Listen when you get down, huh? Okay, couldn't hear that properly, but there's like a little downshift, like a boom when you get down. Oh, it's so much fun. Toyota wanna race the smart Fortwo. I corner the score. You know what makes it so entertaining to drive, is the fact that everything is so close to you. I suppose if you get this car's got a tritium safety cell, so I'm not gonna lie, it's actually quite safe. I've seen they knock these cars at like stupid speeds, and the interior cabin remains very much intact. I do not want to test its crash safety, so for this video I'll avoid driving too quickly around these bends, although I'm dying to. There's something on YouTube called the Smart Cup, where they actually have the turbocharged version of this car. So Mitsubishi had 2 power plants in this generation of Smart Fortwo. This is the 451. You could get it with a 1 liter turbo engine, and the tuning support for that engine is crazy. It's a really smooth 3-cylinder engine. Nowhere along the rev range does it ever feel rough to me. I think I can make a U-turn here on the valve, so let's just go here up quickly. Forget how fast cars come around this bend. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna enjoy the experience. It's terrifying, but it's so much fun. Sorry, all my gears was overheating here because of the weather today. So much fun. Guys, I urge you, don't sleep on weird, silly cars, because a lot of the time, they're much more fun than you think, because every car has its place. You know, because of my mom's little Smart Fortwo, she's able to get to work and back every day, because it's costing her so little fuel. I mean, she's throwing in probably like barely a full tank a month for her to get to school and back, and she does her little trips and stuff like that also around. My father drives this one around all the time. I drive it around all the time. My siblings drive it around all the time, because it's a car that we know we can get in and just go anywhere for very cheap. Yes, I'm gonna hesitate on this specific 451. They can be very expensive to maintain when things do go wrong. So for example, this MHD alternator can cost between 10 and 15,000 rand. Wheel bearing on its own can cost about 1,000 rand. Brake discs are cheap, they're about 800 rand. But if a tensioner or something like that goes on this engine, it can be costly. And the previous 450, the turbocharged one, actually had a lot more common problems than these cars. Those cars had turbo issues. They had engines blowing at 90,000 kilometers, and then they blow again at another like maybe 50,000-60,000 kilometers. So I would urge caution when buying a Fortwo. Make sure it's a full service history. Make sure this car is by far not full service history. And you know what? It's been quite reliable, but it's also got its problems. Quite recently, the climate control actually backed up, and now the aircon only works, and the heater is a bit flaky in the car. So, the sound system also is quite nice. It's a 4-speaker sound system, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really nice. It does the job, and it does the job quite admirably as well. So I hope I've swayed some of you on the Smart Fortwo. I hope you give it a chance. If you have a beautiful car that you don't want to put much kilometers on, and you know for a fact that you're not you don't need a big car to travel to work and back every day, give the Smart Fortwo a chance. I know if you own this car, you don't really care about what you look like, and I really don't care what people think of me inside this car, but give it a chance. I promise you're gonna fall in love with it. Anyway, I'll be free with you, Never Rebel.